If you want to see me swatch the new Enchanted Mysteries quad by Linda Hallberg, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and we are going to dig into this quad today. This is the Enchanted Mysteries, the new Enchanted Mysteries palette by Linda Hallberg. And really what it is a hybrid between the Enchanted Secrets quad style and the Metallic Mysteries quad style. I want to show you the originals of, well, not the originals, but some previous versions of this quad so that you can see what it is that I'm talking about. This is the original Enchanted Secrets, and they are all duochrome and quite an exciting set of eyeshadows. Every time I wear these, I get comments, questions to know what it is that I'm wearing. So they are very unique and unusual. And out of the two quads that I right now own from Linda Hallberg, this is the one, if I can only keep one, this is the one I would keep. And the other one, which I think you will see is very similar in design to the new one, is the Metallic Mysteries 2. I did not know about the brand when the first edition came out, but I definitely got the second one. And it looks like this. And this one of the four was a duplicate from the first edition of this quad. And these are all metallics. And these are, I would say, very rich metallic shadows. And this one is extremely blingy and acts as somewhat of a transformer for the other three. I enjoy this one, but this one for sure I would say is overpriced for $59 US in my opinion. Part of what makes it so reflective is the design on the shadow itself, as opposed to it being as multi-dimensional as it may appear. Now, all the colors are extremely rich, and I called it my Christmas quad because it had all of the signature colors that I would want over the holidays for pretty much anything that I was wearing. So it was nice, but collision is really what makes this palette, as I'm sure it did for the first version of it. So now that you have a little bit of the background of the original quads or the older quads in the collection, I think that this new one is going to make more sense as far as Linda Hallberg's style, or Linda Hallberg, and that she basically did a fusion of the two ideas in this latest quad. Now, I will admit I did not think I was going to get this quad, well, other than the packaging. I'm such a sucker for lime greens, greens and black, that, you know, this is my favorite so far of the quads. The packaging is just beautiful. But because it had these two down here, which, like I said, I like the Enchanted Secrets quad much better than the metallics. This one has green and purple, lime green and purple. I'm happy. I love those colors. And a kind of chartreuse yellow. Yeah, those that's my jam. Anyway, so with those two, I was thinking, okay, well, yeah, but and what am I going to think of these two up here? Really, I grabbed this during the 50% off sale. I can guarantee you that if it had been full price, there's just no way I would have picked it up. So I haven't even swatched it yet, and I'm just letting you know that this was kind of an add-on to the order. If you want to see the whole set of what I just received from Linda Hallberg, I'm going to put the video right here. So now you have all the context. I'm going to swatch them based on which ones I think I'm going to like the most, in reverse order. So I don't think I'll be impressed with this one. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 as far as which ones I'm going to like best out of the whole quad. So least to most, and we will see how much crow I have to eat at the end of this. It would be very, very funny if eating crow, it would be very funny if this were my favorite, but we will see. And you can tell I think you can tell. I mean, I haven't touched any of these. So yeah, let's get started. So like I said, I'm going to go in with Void first. And let's do 2 swatches at a time. Void and Ara. Void and Ara, and then we'll do these other 2. Index finger with Void. And Ara with, Ara or Ara, I'm not sure, with the middle finger. And given it's 4 colors, I think I'm just going to use my hand. So we have Void. Oh, sorry, I should swatch in front of you here. Here we have Void. Let's see what's in here. Silver, it's black. Well, it's kind of a deep gray. A shimmery, not a shimmery, like with a satin deep gray, or possibly a satin black with some silver shimmer in it. So that's my first pass. And let's do the first pass of Ara or Ara. And this is more of a gold, kind of between a gold and a copper. Oh, sorry, I'm not showing you. There we go. I'm too curious to see what they are. Okay, I mean, they're not ugly, but they're not something to write home about. I mean, I wouldn't pay more than $5 each, frankly, for these 2 shadows. I don't see what the big deal is. Okay, and maybe it's the way they work with the other shadows in this quad. So here we go. I'm going to do it with you this time. See how this builds up. Okay, I can almost see a little bit of a purple tinge to this one now. Yes, there's a slight purple tinge. And again, I would say yes, a satiny black with a purple tinge and silver micro glitter or shimmer in it. Okay, it did just get more interesting on the second pass. Okay, and pardon my fingers, I did a lot of swatching today. Now we've got Ara or Ada. Oh, there we go. I just did 1 swipe before showing you here. So let's take a look at this one here. Yeah, I guess it's more of a copper. It's not really a gold. And is the shimmer a different color? I don't really see a different color in the shimmer. Okay, so just a pretty flat metallic copper. I don't think there's anything spectacular about it. All right, so we've got the first 2. Wiping my fingers off, and we'll do the last 2. Okay, so we have Serene and Lacunae. All right, so let's take a look. Serene. I'm really swirling. Oh, this is a transformer. Ah, haha. We are going to have to play with that a little bit more on the hand. And Lacunae. I remember something about transformer. And it's not looking so on camera, unfortunately. You can't see the purple, but in real life I can see it. It has a shift from emerald green to purple. So this is an interesting color. Okay, so we have Serene and Lacunae. We'll do Serene right here. That's definitely a transformer. It's not really doing very much on its own. And it is a transparent base with pink and violet. I wouldn't say purple. I would say, well, pink and blue? Yeah, pink and blue shimmer, so it looks sort of purple depending on the angle. And I mean, the shimmer looks a bit purple because it's a mix of pink and blue. I see it more now. And we have this guy Lacunae next. Oh, wow. Okay, can I show this on camera? In the viewfinder, at least, when I start to see kind of black, that's where in real life it turns to purple. And I'm hoping some of that dimension is showing up on camera, but it seems to me like it's the same problem as the multi-chromes in being able to show you what it looks like. But you will have to trust me, there is a purple to almost silver going into green that is happening. And it is very fetching, but I also realize that I have covered up the previous color. So I'm going to do Serene elsewhere, because apparently I am just covering it up. So I'm just going to put it closer to my wrist. And Serene is also, it is definitely a transformer color. Okay, so I've put Serene here now. And the Lacunae is up here. But yeah, I don't think the purple is coming through. And it looks like it's a black base. It's almost like it's layered. It's like a black base and then the green and then the purple, which is a bright purple, on top. Of course, it's because of the shift, but still. So when I look at these four colors, it's interesting. I'm almost bang on my determinations. And here's what I'm going to say are my favorites and why. So it turns out that Ara is my least favorite because it's got nothing going on. I can go into my collection and find a ton to use, a ton to replicate this kind of a color. So this guy right here. I will say though, if you are trying to use that quad as a standalone, a color like this would be good to just make everything else work. But it's unfortunate that it has to be so blah. Not impressed. So this is number 4. Next, I am going to have to say that the black is number 3. But it is more interesting than I thought it would be. And it, because it has that purple undertone, I will definitely say that these two, I could do some really nice stuff with those two. So I think that that is a good matchup, and there's no way in the quad that I could see the purple in this black. I can see the silver, I can see the black matte base, but I would not have seen the slight, it's just a slight amount of purple that is in this black, and I don't know that it's going to pick up on camera. Third, I'm going to say is going, gosh, this is a little bit tougher. No. Third, I'm going to say is going to be this one. And the only reason is because this one is so versatile, I can see myself using it with other palettes because it's a transforming topper. So I'm going to say this is number 2, but if this were not a sheer, basically a transparent base, this would be 3 and this would be 4. This would be 3, pardon me, this would be 2 and this would be 1. So it's only because of the versatility of the transparent base that this one is going to get first place. This is, but this is a close second. Emerald green and purple is a fantastic combination, and the depth of this shadow makes it so that this could be a one and done eyeshadow, maybe using this one to deepen up the outer corner, but that would be absolutely beautiful. And I'm very curious to see what I would be able to do with this shadow and this shadow. I'm not convinced about matching up these two at all. Well, let's try. Let's use Serene on top of, what is it called? Ara. See what happens here. Don't want to mix the colors, so I'm using different fingers here to do a second layer. Yeah, no, it doesn't really do anything. So I put the transformer shade on this top half, and it's really not, whatever. It's not really doing anything exciting or different. And I should use Serene, one last finger available, on the black, because I was making an assumption of what it would look like. Oh yeah, oh gosh, yeah. So I just used the Serene on the top part of the black, and it really makes the blue come through on the black base. So those, yes, this one and this one is a very good match. Not too impressed with Serene on Ara. The pink does come through more, but meh. Serene on the Lacunae, which I had up here, didn't really do anything. So where would I put this quad? You know, this is only swatches, but just based on swatches, where would I put this quad? I would say that the Enchanted Secrets is still my number one. I would probably put this one at number 2 because of the transformative nature of these two and how this one surprised me a little bit more than expected. I don't care for this last one. And I would put the Metallic Mysteries 2 as last, because the only one that I find just absolutely breathtaking is Collision. Yeah. So that would be my view of it. So a solid second place. So I'm happy that I got it, because I am happy to have these two. I'm not unhappy to have them. But this one is, it's almost like she tried to make it the best of both worlds. And in some respects, I think that she did. I'm a little bit confused about why she thought the gold was the right last color for this set. I'm a little, not gold, but kind of coppery color. I'm a little confused about it. And maybe as I do some looks with it, I will start to better understand. I mean, I guess these two can go together, but with the purple, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And purple and gold, or purple and copper, can work together. And maybe I'm just not having a very creative moment right now. But yeah, that is my first view of this quad relative to what else I have of hers in quads in my collection. What do you think? What do you think of this one compared to the other two that I have? Do you have it? Do you have some go-to looks that you like doing with this one? Please educate me, help me out. I would love to know what it is that you prefer out of the 4, or what you disliked out of the 4, or any of the other quads. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. I thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was useful in some way, shape, or form. I do look forward to seeing you in the next one, but for now, take care.